Yes, so this question is saying use the cumulative frequency graph, right, to calculate the percentage of students more than 49 minutes. And we have to use this graph to do that. So now this graph now on the vertical axis, you have locations, and on the horizontal axis, you have time in minutes. But if you look at the vertical axis, it's not locations alone that are there. There is cumulative frequency, number of athletes, okay? So always bear that in mind. Also, the cumulative frequency graph, the y-axis have cumulative frequency, which is the number of athletes in this example, and also have locations. The y-axis is the data in this example is time. So we have to look for 49 minutes on the horizontal axis, all right? So in order to do that, you click on the graph that you have in Excel, you go into Insert, you go into Shapes, you click on arrow, yes, and then you look for 49, you look for 49, and then you go up, okay? Now just a minute, let's allow someone to join in, okay? Right, so therefore now you go up, you want this to be totally vertical, so make sure this is 0, okay? And you're looking for 49, so a little bit closer to 50 would be 49. It's an approximation, it doesn't have to be exactly 100% equal. Okay, now you lengthen this arrow, make sure it touches the graph, okay? Make sure that your arrow touches the graph, put this as 0 for it to be totally vertical. And right where it touches the graph, you draw a horizontal line, an arrow in this case, till when you touch the y-axis. So this is the location for the upper quartile. Let's just shift this a little, this box there, let's just shift it. Right, shift it a little lower down. That's the lower quartile, and let's make this line horizontal, put this to 0, okay? Right, and then make sure that it is touching right where the vertical line touches the graph, right at the point exactly, and you read what you get on the y-axis here. So this is a little below 45, all right? This is a little bit below 45, so we can use 44.5. It's an approximation, it doesn't have to be exactly 100% no accurate. So let's read this as 44.5. Okay, let's read this as 44.5. Now we have to establish 44.5 what? Okay, now we're talking about the vertical axis. Locations is TH, cumulative frequency is athletes, so it's 44.5 athletes because we're not looking for location, we're looking for the number of athletes now. So it's 44.5 athletes, okay? That's how we interpret that 44.5, okay? So we go up and we create what 44.5 athletes. So we have a new point, 49 to 44.5, all right? Because that's where we started at 49. Let's just indicate here that's 49. We started at 49 on the horizontal axis. Okay, so let's put this in a text box, 49 minutes. Okay, so we have just created a new point. Here it is. Here it is 49, 44.5. Okay, let's just allow someone else to join. So when we go to our calculations now, 49, 44.5 athletes. We go to our calculations. All right, that's where it is. Okay. So the new point we have is 49. Okay, let's just put this in black. Right. 49, 44.5. Now 49, bear in mind, the x coordinate is minutes and the y coordinate is athletes. Okay. The y coordinate is athletes. So 49, 44.5 means that, okay, means that 44.5 athletes completed the race in less than 49 minutes. Okay, because bear in mind that 49 is minutes. Now the question, if we revert to the question, let's just remind ourselves what the question is asking. The question is asking the percentage of more than 49 minutes. So therefore, remember the total is 50 athletes in all, right? So 50 subtract 44.5, and that will give us 5.5. Yes, 5.5 athletes completed the race in more than 49 minutes. However, we are still not through the question, the answering of the question, because the question asks for the percentage. So hence, we go to insert, we go to equations, okay. Insert, and we type insert a new equation, and we look for fractions because we want to calculate percentage. We want to calculate that, we want to convert that 5.5 to percentage, okay, because 5.5 athletes completed in more than 49 minutes, but 5.5 out of the 50, okay, times 100%, converting a fraction to percentage, and that will give us, well, 4.5, sorry, 4.5. Okay, so 50 into 100 goes 2 times 4.5, that will give us 9%. 9%. Okay, so therefore 9%, all right, athletes completed the race in more than 49 minutes. Okay, so that's what you do for this question number 19, part F, with regards to how to use the cumulative frequency graph to estimate percentage of more than. Okay, always bear in mind the vertical axis of the graph indicates or communicates cumulative frequency, number of athletes less than, yes, that completed in less than a certain time, and also locations if you are calculating the quartiles. Okay, yes.